Hello students, in this video I am going to discuss some questions that I have taught earlier also, means the chapter that I have taught earlier also. So in this video I will solve not the questions related to one chapter, I will solve the questions related to many chapters that I have discussed with you, and this will help you in your maths Olympiad also. Because in maths Olympiad you don't get many pages to show the process, to solve it, so that you can get the answer very fast. Clear? Of course you have given the Olympiad and you know that there you don't get much space to solve the process, to solve the questions, to show the process. So I am going to discuss some questions in which you don't have to do much process, but you have to find the answer without doing long process. Means mentally also you can solve these questions, and of course this video is going to help you in many ways. So without wasting time, let's start the questions. So the first question is like straight true or false. True or false means I am going to ask whether the given fraction is what? Whether the given fraction is equivalent fraction or not. In Olympiad you get such type of questions, that two fractions given there and you have to find whether this fraction is equivalent fraction or not. So for example, like 30 by 40 and 12 by 16. So they are the equivalent fractions or not. Now you tell me how will you solve it? So first what you will do here, mentally you can solve it. So this is what? 10 3s are 30, 10 4s are 40. Then this is what? Divisible by 4, 4 3s are 12, 4 4s are 16. So here you are getting 3 by 4, here also you are getting 3 by 4. Means what? Yes, this is the equivalent fraction. Clear? So if anyone asks, is these two fractions are equivalent or not? Just in the mind you calculate that what? Like this, that 30 and 40 divisible by 10 and 12 and 16 divisible by what? 4. And if you want to do the process, it will not take much place. Very little place it will take and you can get the correct answer. Clear? Now the next question is like 10 by 25 and 25 by 10. They are the equivalent fraction or not? It's very clear. Without cancelling, you can say no, they are not equivalent fraction. Why? Because this is 10 by 25 and this is 25 by 10. Denominators, numerators, everything is what? Not same. And when you will solve it, you will not get the same fraction also. So like 5 2s are 10, 5 5s are 25. And 5 5s are 25, 5 2s are 10. So here you are getting what? Here you are getting 2 by 5. And here you are getting what? 5 by 2. Of course, this is not same. So this is not the equivalent fraction. Now, next is whether the fraction is like or unlike. Okay? So like 5 by 8 and 7 by 8. This is a like fraction or unlike fraction? Very good. You have the concept what is like fraction, what is unlike fraction. When the denominators are same, then it is like fraction. And when the denominators are different, this is what? Unlike fraction. So this is the example of what? Like fraction. Okay? No process. Just remember the basic concept. Next is 8 by 15 and 8 by 21. So 8 by 15 and 8 by 21. So they are what? Like fractions or unlike fraction? Of course they are unlike fraction. Why? Because here the denominators are what? Different. So always remember, when the numerators are same, fractions are what? Fractions are unlike. For like fractions, denominator should be same. Now the next step. Find the greater fraction. If you have to find the greater fraction, how will you find out? These questions are, objective type questions. So orally also, if people ask orally, you can answer. So find the greater fraction. like 3 by 5 and 11 by 15. 11 by 15. Which one is a greater fraction? You can answer very fast. Yes. So here you know that 3 into 15 and here 11 into 5. So 3 into 15 is what? 45 and 11 into 5 is what? 55. This one is greater. So 11 by 15 is greater than the what? 3 by 5. Clear? Let's solve one more, like 4 by 5. 4 by 5 and 3 by 10. Which one is greater here? So 4 by 5 and 3 by 10. Which one is greater? Again, cross multiplication. Clear? So always we write the numerator first. So 4 into 10 and here 3 into 5. So 4 into 10 is 40 and 3 into 5 is 15. This one is greater. So what we can say here? That 4 by 5 is greater than the 3 by 10. Clear? So like this you can answer very fast. Now the next is insert one fraction. How will you insert one fraction? If the question is insert one fraction and the fraction is given 3 by 7 and the another one is 4 by 9, how will you insert one fraction? You know the concept that in this what you have to do, you have to add the numerator as well as the denominators. So 3 by 7 comma then 3 plus 4 and then 7 plus 9 comma 4 by 9. So 3 by 7 then 7 by 16 and then 4 by 9. So here what? This 7 by 16 is the answer. So fast you can do the process and means fast you can solve it. Even in your mind also you can solve and you can give the answer. Next is like simplify. If simplification is there, like 3 by 4 into 6. Of course you don't need much process. Mentally you can do that. This is 2 to the 4, 2 3 the 6. The answer will be what? 9 by 2. Okay. Now if the question is simplified 2 by 3. 2 by 3 fraction is multiplied with 15. What answer you will get? Very good. Very easy. 3 5s are 15 and so 5 2s are 10. So the answer will be what? The answer will be 10. Okay. Now next, if 45 is multiplied with 1 by 3, what answer will you get here? So you know 45 into 1 by 3 means what? 3 ones are 3 and 1, 4 by 3 and this is what? 15 and you know the table of 15. So 15 fours are 60. So the answer will be what? 60. Clear? So like this you can give the answer orally and for this you don't need process, means you don't have to solve it. It will not take 1 page or half page and there is no chance to make mistake also because no calculation, very little calculation you have to do here. If you have to simplify means 1 divided by 3 by 5. So of course you know in division side what we do, whenever you have to divide you write the multiplication and then multiplication sign and then you write the reciprocal of the given fraction. So here 1 into 5 by 3 means what? The answer is 5 by 3. It's very easy. Next, if you have to divide, this is the division of what? Arithmetic. Now if you have to divide this one, minus 16 a b square c and this you have to divide by 6abc. So of course you know in division what happened? In algebraic division when the bases are same we subtract the powers. Clear? So here we will write what? First 16ab square c divided by 6abc. So 6 and cancel it. Then it will be what? 2 3s are 6, 2 8s are 16. This a and this a is cancelled. This c and this c is cancelled. What is left here? Here it is left minus 8 by 3. B square and B1 means B. So 8B, you can write like this, 8B minus 8B by 3. Now the next question. If the question is 8x plus 24 and this you have to divide by what? 4. How will you divide? This is a binomial, this is what? The monomial. So we will write here 8x plus 24 and then 4 here and 4 here. So 4 2s are 8, 4 6 are 24. So the answer will be what? 2x plus 6. Okay. Now the next. Now, if the question is again it is given that it divide 8m minus 16 by what? 8. So of course, how will divide? 8m by 8 minus 16 then 8. This is cancelled. 8 to the 16, m minus 2. M minus 2 is the answer. So just one line process you have to do, or you can do it mentally also. Okay. Now the next is, if the question is that if the triangles are possible with the following angles or not. Okay? So you have the concept. What is the concept behind this question? Yes, sum of angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. If the sum is more than 180 or less than 180, then it will not form a triangle. Okay? So if the question is, it is given that 20 degree, 70 degree and 90 degree, what? It will form a triangle or not? Add this one. So 20 plus 70 plus 90. So this will be equal to what? 90 plus 90, and 90 plus 90 is equal to what? 180 degree, means the answer is what? Yes, it will form a triangle. Okay. Now, if angles given like this, 40 degree, 20 degree and 60 degree, is it possible to form a triangle with these angles? So simply add all the angles. So 40 plus 20 is what? 60 plus 60 equal to 180 degree. Is it possible? No, this is not possible because this angle is less than 180 degree. So it will not form a triangle. Clear? Now, in a triangle, if the question is that in a triangle, if all the angles are equal, then what will be the value of each angle? Clear? Once again, in a triangle, if all the angles are equal, then what will be the value of each angle? Is very equal, 60 degree. Clear? So all the angles equal means what? Let the angle be x, then x plus x is equal to 180 degree. 3x equal to 180 degree and x is equal to 180 divided by 3 is equal to what? 60 degree. So value of each angle will be 60 degree. Same way, if it is asked that the value of two angles of a triangle is same and the third angle is 60 degree, what will be the value of the equal angles? Of course 60 degree, because let the value of the equal angles are what? X. Then x plus 60 is equal to 180 degree. So of course the value of x you will get what? 60 degree. Clear? Now, in a triangle, if exterior angle, you have the concept of exterior angle. What is this? Exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of its two interior opposite angle. Clear? So again, once again I am telling you what is the concept behind the exterior and the interior angle. Exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of its two interior opposite angle. So if exterior angle is, if somebody asks that the exterior angle is given 120 degree, clear, this is the exterior angle, and one of the interior angle is given what? 20 degree. Find the other interior angle. You know the concept that exterior angle is equal to sum of its two interior opposite angle. So the value of x will be what? 120 minus 20 is equal to 100 degree. Clear? So mentally also you can solve. Now, if the question is like acute angle triangle, what is acute angle triangle? Then you know the definition. Acute angle triangle is a triangle in which each angle of a triangle is equal to what? Less than 90 degree. Then that type of triangle is called as acute angle triangle. Now what is obtuse angle triangle? Obtuse angle triangle means what? If the value of one angle of a triangle is more than 90 degree, then the triangle is said to be obtuse angle triangle. Right angle triangle. If the value of one angle of a triangle is 90 degree, then the triangle is said to be right angle triangle. Same way on the basis of sides also there are three types of triangle: scalene triangle, equilateral triangle and isosceles triangle. Scalene triangle means when all the sides of a triangle are not equal to each other, then it is what? Scalene triangle. Clear? If all the sides are equal of a triangle, then it is equilateral triangle. And if two sides of a triangle are equal, then it is called as isosceles triangle. So these are the some basic concept that I have discussed with you. Clear? Separately I have discussed the chapter with you. You must have watched all this in my video. So in this video I have discussed some questions that orally somebody can ask from you, and you can answer according to the concept that you have received from my video. So thank you very much for watching this video. Have a nice day.